Hello, welcome to Manipura Chakra Postnatal Yoga. Today's class is going to focus on Manipura Chakra. So this is chakra located in the navel area, and it's all to do with your personal power, the boundaries that you set, your feelings of empowerment, strength, leadership, and ability to be productive. So this is going to be quite a strong practice focused on the core. The element for Manipura Chakra is fire. So we will begin by shrugging the shoulders up to the ears and exhaling them down the back. Inhaling up and exhaling down, and again. So shoulders slide down your back and away from your ears as if you could put them into your back pockets and keep them there. Allow your awareness to scan over your body and notice how you're feeling. Feeling grounded and connected with the earth. Feeling long and lengthened up the back of your body, lifted from the base of your skull. Aware of your natural pattern of breath. Observe the breath as it flows in and as it flows out. Allow your breath to follow its easiest path. Flowing in, flowing out. And you notice that your breath is like a circle that's repeating over and over again. Inhalation is followed by exhalation, followed by inhalation, a repeating circle. And as your awareness of the breath begins to heighten, notice that after every inhalation, there is an organically occurring pause, and the exhalation will naturally begin. And then after the exhalation, there is a pause, and the inhalation organically begins, and the circle continues on. We are connected with this 4-part circle of breath. Inhalation, natural pause, exhalation, natural pause, repeating over and over again. Allow your awareness to stay with this breath. Breathe into the very depths of your belly. Feel that every inhalation you send your breath down to the depths of the belly to nourish the muscles of the pelvic floor, the abdomen, the hips. Breathe down so low into your belly, and then breathing out fully and completely, sending every single last drop of breath out. As you breathe into your belly, feel that it is relaxed. Maybe you will feel your belly expanding with the breath. Maybe if your baby is leaning up against you or you're holding them against your belly, you'll feel their warmth and feel as though you're breathing down into your belly, out through the skin of your belly, and breathing into them, breathing into your baby to give them energy and vitality and strength, just like your breath gives you. Today's class, when you think of it or when you feel it's right, you could repeat the mantra in your head. I am empowered. I am empowered. I am empowered. With every exhalation, when you're sending every last drop of breath out, Maybe you'll feel your tummy just naturally drawing in towards your spine as the bottom corners of the lungs send all the breath out. The diaphragm relaxes up into the rib cage. The abdominal organs are drawn inward, and maybe you feel the pelvic floor just naturally lifting there as you send that last drop of breath out from the very depth of the belly. And then inhaling into that relaxed belly, feeling it expanding warmly with the breath. And exhaling again, breathing out, maybe feeling that natural drawing in, that natural lift. That natural drawing in and lift is Mula Bandha, the root block of energy. And we're going to be focusing on that in the class with every exhalation, drawing in and lifting the pelvic floor. This could happen very naturally, or you could give it a little conscious lift, a conscious draw in, but never harsh, always gentle. So keep going with your Mula Bandha, drawing in on every exhale, and begin to allow your breath to flow wide and full into your rib cage. So every inhalation, the breath fills the ribs wide and full. On every exhalation, the ribs draw gently in. Inhale wide and full into your rib cage. And exhale, ribs draw in. And Mula Bandha gently engages. Feel that strength in your very core. I'm empowered. Keep going with this lovely chest breath and Mula Bandha on the exhale. And then on your next exhalation, drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, look up and over one shoulder. Exhale, chin towards your chest. Inhale, look up and over the other shoulder. Continue with your breath. One more around each side. And go back to the middle. Shrug and circle your shoulders. Shoulders slide down your back, one or both arms. You may need to use one hand to support your baby. Inhaling, circling the wrists up and exhaling down. And the other way. And relaxing down. Another few shoulder shrugs and circles. So again, you can do this one-handed if you need to support your baby with one hand. Inhale, reach and lengthen your arms up. And exhale, gentle twist, look out over your back shoulder. Inhale, stretch, lift and lengthen up. And exhale, twist. One more round in time with your breath. And bring palms to touch in front of your heart. And so again, the next one can be done one-handed. Bring palms to touch. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Interlock your fingers, turn the palms towards the ceiling. Exhale, drop your chin. Inhale, bring your head to center. Ground your sit bones, ground your feet. Exhale, reach, extend and lengthen. Over to the side, inhale, back to middle. Exhale, extend. Inhale, back. Inhale, reaching the arms up, interlock your fingers, turn your palms towards the ceiling. Exhale, drop your chin. Inhale, bring your head to center. Ground the sit bones, ground the feet. Exhale, reach, extend and lengthen into a side lean. Inhale, back to the middle. Exhale, reach, extend and lengthen. Inhale, back, palms to touch. Exhale, hands down in front of your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fingertips onto the shoulders. Inhale, circle your elbows up and exhaling back and down. Two more in this direction. And again, you can do this one-handed. If you need extra time to go the other way with the other arm, then you can pause the video. Change directions, inhaling up, exhaling down. One more. Release. Oh, nice shrug and circle for the shoulders. So we'll come into our star pose. Soles of the feet come together, quite a good distance away from your body. Babies can rest their heads on the soles of your feet. If you aren't keen on having their heads on your feet, then you can either place a little blanket underneath their head. or you can plant your feet firmly in this position here. It's better to have the feet planted firmly than to have separate feet like that either side of your baby's head, because this can overstretch your hips with the separate feet. So either have feet firmly joined together or plant your feet. Rub your hands together, building that nice warmth in between the palms. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward at your hips as you stroke your baby down from head to toe. Give their feet a squeeze. And we're going to do the same again 3 times with OMs, and this lovely healing vibration soothes you and your babies. Inhale up. So we're bringing hands onto the hips and circle your hips. Inhale forwards, exhale backwards. Make sure that this is a movement that is coming from your hips. So not from the waist. If the hips feel stuck, you can sit up on a higher support. So you might use a block, you can improvise with a book or a little footstool or some thick cushions. Inhale forwards, exhale backwards. This is a clockwise direction that we're going here. And you can bring baby's knees in towards their body in a massage, which is great for their digestion. And we're going to sing round and round and round we go, not too fast and not too slow. Round and round and round we go, not too fast and not too slow. Round and round and round we go, not too fast and not too slow. Round and round and round we go, not too fast and not too slow. One more time. Round and round and round we go, not too fast and not too slow. Come back to the centre. Give your baby's feet a clap together. Now get the soles of their feet right together. My plastic doll can't do that. She just can't bend that way. But with your baby, get the soles of their feet right together, because this is so good for their proprioception, learning where their bodies are in space, and their mind-body awareness. So then we're going to go the other way. So bring your hands back to your hips and circling in an anti-clockwise direction. Inhale forwards, exhale backwards. And when you complete that backwards part of the circle, hopefully you'll feel Mula Bandha naturally engaging. Don't worry if you can't feel it. This is building your mind-body awareness too. Yoga is all about the mind-body connection, so building those neural networks which connect the sensations in your body, the activations of your muscles with your mind, so that you can feel it better and you can actually tell your body to do things that you couldn't before. More experience of sensations and movement and engagements in your body, more ability to detect tension in your body too. So this is all about your empowerment, your connection with your body. See if you can feel the tummy gently drawing in and the pelvic floor lifting as you exhale and complete the backwards part of the circle, tipping the pelvis backwards. Imagine that you're stirring a big pot of porridge. Inhale forwards, exhale backwards. Feel how this helps to relieve tension from the outer arms, the delt muscles, the side bodies too, and the hips. And let's sing again. Round and round and round we go, not too fast and not too slow. Round and round and round we go, not too fast and not too slow. Round and round we too fast and not too slow. Coming back to the center. So we're going to come into a different position now, planting the feet very firmly. And center on your sit bones as much as possible. You can be on a support or a block. Lift and lengthen up the back of your body. And that actually might feel like quite hard work for your core to be here. Engage your core, draw your tummy in, lift your pelvic floor. We're going to do a really active one for the babies now. If they're a very young baby, or you think that they might not enjoy being bounced up and down right now, then an alternative is you can bring their knees in towards their tummies and out again. We're going to sing a song, jump baby, jump, jump, jump. You and your mummy going bump, bump, bump. If you jump high, you can touch the sky. So jump baby, jump, jump, jump. Feel free to use their name instead of baby as well. So we can do this little action of jumping for young babies. Use your judgment on what you think they would enjoy. This is really good for their digestion, a tummy massage. If you're going to be lifting them, make sure that you bring them right into your body. They can face in or out, doesn't matter. If you let them come away from your body and lift them, then that can strain your back. So keep them right in, make sure you keep your core engaged. Tummy drawn in, pelvic floor lifted. So we'll sing. Jump, baby, jump, jump, jump. You and your mummy going bump, bump, bump. If you jump high, you may touch the sky. So jump, baby, jump, jump, jump. Jump, baby, jump, jump, jump. You and your mummy going bump, bump, bump. If you jump high, you may touch the sky. So jump, baby, jump, jump, jump. And one more time if you can manage it. Tummy drawn in, pelvic floor lifted, lengthening up, ground your feet. Jump, baby, jump, jump, jump. You and your mummy going bump, bump, bump. If you jump high, you may touch the sky. So jump, baby, jump, jump, jump. So we usually get lots of giggles for that one. And sometimes they protest at being laid down again because they were having so much fun. But see if you can lay them down for the next one. Our next piece is very soothing, and this can be used as a tummy massage for babies as a preventative measure for colic and gas and constipation. So regular little tummy massages like this is really good throughout the day, and they're really fun for babies too. We're going to sing Row, Row, Row Your Boat. So lift and lengthen up with the whole back of your body, and you can hinge forward a little bit at your hips. You can do this from star pose as well if you wish. As you squeeze baby's knees in towards their tummies. And for row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, then we're going to come back, lengthen their knees away from their bodies, and just bounce their calves in your hands as we sing. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. So this bouncing just helps to release that gas. So we lift and lengthen up, and we hinge forward as we squeeze their knees in. It's just a slight hinge forward at the hips for you. Your spine is long. If it's not comfortable, you can stay upright and just move their knees in. And we sing, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Again. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. One more. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And then still gently keeping their shins or their calves in your hands. And we're going to sing Rockabye Baby this time. I like to change the words at the end to say Mummy will catch you cradle and all. We're going to bring baby's knees over to one side, Now they might roll all the way onto one side as my baby doll is doing here, that's fine, or their shoulder might remain down on the floor, bringing them into a little bit of a twist. Either way is completely fine. It's really slow, this one. So we inhale, lengthen up, and we gently twist. So for this one, it's good if you're in this feet grounded position so that baby's head, neck and spine are nice and straight rather than resting up on your feet. So back into this position if you're not. Lifted and lengthened up, squeeze baby's knees gently into their bodies. Inhale and exhale as you twist them gently in towards their bodies. Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle won't fall, 'cause mommy will catch you, cradle and all. Back to the middle. And feet, clap, 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 clap together, lovely. So again, you can stay like this, or you can come back to star pose. We're going to hinge forward with a nice om, and you can round over your baby. Inhale, lift and lengthen up. Om. And come back up. So then from here, coming forward onto hands and knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Hopefully babies will lie down on the mat. If your baby doesn't want to lie down, I can give you an alternative. We're going to do some seated cats. So sometimes they want to stand up, sit up with you. So seated cats, you're bringing your hands onto your shins in this position. You're inhaling as you lengthen up as much as you can. Try to tip forward to the front edges of your sit bones. That can be tricky. You can lift your chin, not letting your head flop back. So that's your inhale, and then exhale, round. So seated cats for anyone whose baby wants to stay upright. Hopefully babies will lie down on the mat underneath you, spreading out all your fingers. Creases between the wrists and hands parallel with the front of the mat. You can make fists if your wrists feel tender. Feel that you're drawing your tummy in towards the spine. Mula Bandha is engaged. Imagine you have a light shining from your chest down to your baby. Inhale as you shine the light forward in front of you. Ground your curled undertoes into the mat. And exhale as you tuck your tailbone under, round your spine up towards the ceiling, relax your neck, let the head hang down. Inhale, shine into up cat. Exhale, round into down cat. Continue with your breath. Your own breath timing. Babies might reach for your hair, they might give it a little tug. That's so good for their hand-eye coordination. Make sure that you really do let your head dangle. You may or may not have long hair that's dangling, but if you do, don't hold back. Really dangle your hair, tickle your baby. Let your neck relax on the exhalation in your round cat. And then we're adding in our child pose, exhaling, rounding and down into child pose. Inhaling back into up cat, exhale, round and down. Continue with your breath. Make this the last round. Coming down into child pose, grounding your hands down firmly. Turn your palms up for one moment, breathe into the back of the body, and ground the hands down. Inhale up onto hands and knees, curl your toes under, exhale your bottom in the air into downward facing dog. Inhale with control, come onto hands and knees, and exhale into child pose. Continue with your breath, your own breath pace.
You might like to stay up in downward dog for a few rounds of breath. Clarify this pose, ground your hands down. Feel as though you're reaching into the mat, so you're pushing the palms away from the tailbone. Maybe have a paddle for your feet. Take your time. When you're ready to come down, come back into flat cat, hands and knees. Round into round cat. One more moment in child pose. And then inhaling back onto hands and knees. Extend your left leg out behind you, keeping the pelvis level. Draw your tummy in. Flex your foot as you inhale. Exhale, point your toes. For more challenge, you can bring your opposite arm forward. Do make sure it is your opposite arm. Have a few clicks for your finger for baby entertainment. Keep grounding through the top of your back foot. If you fancy a little bit more challenge, you can take your back foot in your hand behind you. Push the foot into the hand. You will come into a little back bend then because you've lifted that foot up higher than hip height. You can let your chest shine forward. And release. Round into round cat, flatten into flat cat, so not coming into up cat because we don't want to bend the spine forward and backward too rapidly. It can be detrimental, so we're just rounding and then coming into our flat back, neutral spine. And then we'll do the other side, so stretching right leg out behind you. Inhale, flex your foot. Exhale, point the toes. Level pelvis, you can pop your head underneath to check and then look back straight down at the floor for your baby who's there. Optional, bring your opposite arm forward. And for even more challenge, you can take your opposite arm to the opposite foot that's lifted. Push the foot into the hand. You will rise slightly into a back bend here. Shine your chest forward. And release. Back onto hands and knees, round into round cat, flatten into flat cat. So coming back into that neutral spine position. From here, we're coming into a side plank. So lower yourself down onto your left hip. And keep your elbow directly underneath your shoulder. There's a few different levels we can come to. So you could have your bottom leg straight and the top leg straight in front of the bottom leg. Move your baby so that you can have your forearm perpendicular to your upper arm, so not out to the side or in. So for our side plank, there's a few different options of levels that we can take. Level 1, you plant the top foot firmly, lift the hips here. Level 2, you extend that top leg and lift the hips here. Level 3, you flex the feet and stack the feet. Lift the hips there. If you need to change levels while you're in the plank, come down and then go back up into the side plank again. So I'm gonna go for level 2. Draw the tummy in, lift the pelvic floor. Inhale to prepare and exhale, lifting your hips. You can bring your top arm up. You can have a few little snaps with your fingers for baby entertainment. Really think of lift through that underneath side of the body. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Well done. Come back onto hands and knees and have a lovely round into round cat. Flatten into flat cat. Repeat 2 times. And then coming to do your other side. So dropping onto your right elbow. Lower leg extended, choose your level, either here or top leg straight but foot in front or feet stacked. Forearm comes forward in front of you, baby can be here. Draw the tummy and lift the pelvic floor, inhale to prepare and exhale, lift the hips, sweep the top arm up, breathe. You can have a few snaps for your fingers. If it feels too much for you, come down, lower the level. Head, neck and spine aligned. A long line from crown to feet. Imagine your tailbone extending down towards the foot of the mat and lower down. Beautiful. Come back up onto hands and knees and round into round cat. Flatten into flat cat. Repeat 2 times. Inhale into your flat cat. Exhale, walk your hands over to one side as far as you're comfortable to go. Inhale there and exhale, sink down into your child pose and breathe here. So it's a side bend child pose. Slowly come back onto hands and knees, walk yourself back to the middle. Inhale there, and exhale over to the other side, and sink down. Relax everything. Slowly come back up onto hands and knees, walk yourself back to the middle. Inhale here, exhale round into round cat. Inhale flat into flat cat, curl the toes under, exhale up into downward dog. And you can either move through the vinyasa, inhaling hands and knees, exhaling child pose, or you might like to stay here and paddle the feet, or simply breathe in this strong downward dog pose, clarifying the pose, feeling strong and powerful. I am empowered as you breathe. Walk your hands towards your feet, feet towards the hands, knees stay bent, belly rests on the thighs, belly becomes soft. You can catch hold of your opposite elbow in front of you as long as your belly is supported by the thighs. The lower back is flat. You can imagine that your tailbone is extending up towards the sky. Your heels are grounding down, and that's perfectly possible to visualize even with bent knees. Make sure belly rests on the thighs if your belly is going soft, because that protects the spine. And then suck your tummy and lift your pelvic floor so you've now engaged through these muscles, and slowly roll up. Feel like someone has a string around your waist and they're pulling you by the waist. The core is the powerhouse to bring you up, strong and engaged, to support you all the way up. Come into Tadasana, heel behind the widest part of the foot, feet parallel and inner hip distance apart. So inner hip bones stick out the front of the pelvis. Shine the inner hip bones forward like headlights on a car, rocking forwards and backwards on your feet. So babies can stay down on the mat. If you do bring them up with you, then make sure you hold them in the middle of your body. And that helps to keep everything centered. Gentle rocking forwards and backwards on the feet. Make each tilt smaller each time until you feel your feet are grounded. Ball of the big toe, ball of the little toe, left and right sides of the heel, little tiny knee bend. Bring your awareness up to your pelvis. Tip your pelvis forwards and backwards. Inhale forwards, exhale backwards. Making each tilt smaller each time until the pelvis is level, inner hip bones level with the back rim of bone. Arms come down by your sides. Circle your shoulders. Find the place where the shoulder blades are sliding down your back, away from your ears. You're broad across the front of your body and the back of your body evenly. Palms can come to face forward. Feel grounded, broadened, lengthened, feel energized. This is mountain pose. Imagine standing at the top of a mountain, bathed in glorious sunlight. The color of Manipura Chakra, the navel chakra, is yellow. So you could imagine yourself bathed in glorious yellow sunshine, feeling strong and empowered at the top of this mountain. Breathe in yellow. Breathe out yellow. I am empowered. I am empowered. I am empowered. And on your next inhalation, sweep your arms forward in front of you without changing the rest of your posture. Turn your palms away and exhale, sweep forward and down. Palms face forward, inhale up. Palms face away, exhale down. Take care not to lean back. If you are holding your baby, you'll be doing this one-handed, or you'll be just leaving this out and standing strong in Tadasana. If you're holding your baby, pay extra care not to lean back, because the weight of the baby in front of your body will cause you to counterbalance and lean back. So when you find your neutral posture, neutral pelvis, shoulders stacked over the hips when holding the baby, they'll suddenly feel a bit heavier. The arms working a bit harder, but keep that neutral posture. So we're inhaling, arms up, and exhaling down. Bring palms to touch and sit into chair pose. And then stand. So palms forward, inhale up, palms face away, exhale down. Inhale strong into chair and exhale stand. You're welcome to keep moving through this vinyasa, movement in time with the breath. Or if you wish, on the next one, we're going to hold chair pose. Keep breathing, sit into your chair, see if you can challenge yourself to sit a little lower. Make sure your knees don't overshoot the toes. The feet stay parallel, heel behind the widest part of the foot. The knees are aligned over the lines between the second and third toes, not flaring out or in. If you're not holding your baby, or you've got one or both arms free, and you want more challenge, you can bring your arms out. So strong. And stand, well done. Have a paddle out for your feet. A little shimmy and a shake, beautiful. So we're going to keep going with our chairs here, a little bit more work. So we're going to slightly change the rhythm of our movement, inhaling into chair pose and exhaling to stand. So inhaling chair, exhale, stand. And again, chair pose is a pose which is very strong. It's also called fierce pose. So we're thinking of that fiery element of Manipura Chakra. Strong and fiery, fire in the belly. This is going to work your back, work your core. This works your whole body. It's so strengthening. Make sure you get your alignment correct. Knees don't overshoot the toes. So we're going to make this a bit harder. But do stay with this if this is more appropriate for your body. So on your next round, we inhale, sit into chair, lift your heels, exhale, standing, plant the heels down. Inhale, sit into chair, lift the heels, exhale, standing, plant the feet down. Inhale, sit into chair, lift the heels, push up and place the feet down. Try not to grip with your toes. I'm kind of aware that I'm doing it with my left foot. Keep those toes relaxed. One more time. But the important thing is the mind-body connection. So even if you detect yourself doing something that I may be saying not to do, it's still the mind-body connection. You're still observing your body, knowing what your body is doing, and that's so beneficial. So then, from here, we inhale up onto our balls of our feet, sit into chair, plant the feet and exhale, stand. So we inhale, lift the heels, sit into chair, plant the feet, exhale, stand. Inhale, lift the heels, sit into chair, long inhale, plant the feet, exhale, stand. A few more. This one's tough to keep the alignment, to stop the knees shooting over the toes. Do the best you can. Good, last one. Take a little paddle out for the feet. Beautiful. From your Tadasana, taking a step behind you with your left foot, bringing your left arm up, catching your left wrist with your right hand and drawing yourself over into a side lean. Come back to the middle. This one's easier done without holding baby. So if they refuse to be put down, you can leave this one out. You can always come to a seated side bend on the mat. And come back to the middle. Beautiful. Palms to touch in front of your heart. Inhale, arms around and up. And exhale, diving forward. So the belly comes to the thighs again. Have a breath or two here. You could take hold of your opposite elbow in the way that doesn't feel so natural this time. So the other arm on top. Don't overthink it, just see what happens. Bring your hands onto your shins or onto the mat. And inhale as you lift your collarbone up and forward, the tummy will naturally draw in, roll under. Think of the length in your spine. Exhale, round down. Walk your hands forward. Come back into downward dog. Slowly come onto hands and knees. And rest in child pose. Your head can be resting on your baby. Soften, melt and relax everything. If you wish to widen your knees to take a hare pose instead, that's fine. In hare pose, the arms are active and extended with the palms flat down. Grounding down. In child pose, arms can be more relaxed, maybe even around by your side. So choose what feels right for your body. We're going to do a little bit of chanting here. We're going to sing the seed mantra sound Ram, and this is the sound that resonates with Manipura Chakra, so resonates in the navel. So you'll make this quite low because we want to feel the vibrations in the navel area. You can breathe in towards your baby's belly as well, creating an ocean of rums, just rumming on every exhalation. Nice deep breath in. We can do short ones. They go rum 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 One more time. Rum, 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 rum. So you may have noticed your baby becoming a lot more calm during that. This is such a great way to soothe your baby. These beautiful seed sounds. So you can use Om, you can use Rum, you can use the other sounds that we do in the classes which relate to the different chakras. They're usually pitched differently as well, so you can feel them vibrating in different areas of the body. So you can see what your baby prefers, and they often like the quick ones as well, especially when they get a bit older, because they find that quite funny. So from here, we're going to come into our boat balance, which is great for the core. Babies can stay on the mat,
Or if you want to involve them, you can pop them up on your shins. Have your feet flat in front of you. Feet are about inner hip distance apart altogether, but still parallel, heel behind the widest part of the foot. Lift and lengthen all up the back of the body, and just tip back to the back edges of your sit bones, keeping your back perfectly flat. Don't let yourself sink into the back of the pelvis. We're keeping up, and that's the core work. Drawing tummy in, lifting the pelvic floor. If you can go any further, you can walk your feet towards you and see if you can lift the feet, staying on the back edges of the sit bones. So not allowing yourself to round the spine or sink into the back of the pelvis. If you've got your hands free, if your baby's not there on your knees, you can float your arms parallel to the floor. You can inquire into lifting your shins parallel to the floor as well. Make sure you stay in control of this, not shaking. If you start shaking, release, keep drawing tummy and lift the pelvic floor, and release down, well done. So then coming into cosmic egg pose, walking your feet towards you. You can round the lower back now, you're still on the back edge of the sit bones. The feet are right in, maybe on the floor, maybe lifted. The pelvic floor is still working. So see if you can feel that gentle drawing in, gentle lifting. Maybe you'll be slightly rocking here too. Bring your feet down. We're coming into Dandasana pose. So for Dandasana, the feet are parallel, heel behind the widest part of the foot. Knees and toes point straight up towards the ceiling, and feet are about inner hip distance apart or together, but still parallel. Make sure you're not rocking back on your sit bones. So without any blocks, you might find yourself just slightly on the back edges of your sit bones, which I am here too. What you can do to combat that is bend your knees, and you'll be able to center the sit bones then, centered on the sit bones, back of the pelvis level with the front rim of bone. The lower back is flat, so you're able to lengthen up and you don't feel any strain in the lower back or the abs. Blocks are so helpful, or a cushion. So that lift of the pelvis will help you to be centered on the sit bones. And you may need to find a combination of block and knee bend to make sure that you're definitely centered. If you're finding this really challenging to be centered on the sit bones, your hamstrings are pretty tight, then for this next piece you might be just rocking backwards and coming to neutral. So backwards, the back stays flat, the core is engaged, come into neutral. If you are able to hinge forward at your hips without rounding your shoulders, so the heart stays open, the lower back stays flat, you've got that mobility there, you'll get a hamstring stretch, then you can move through this range of motion, coming forwards, center, back, center, forwards. So use your judgment, just really make sure that you're not rounding forwards as your pelvis tips back like that, because that will hurt your back. So lift and lengthen up. If you are coming forward, it is a tip forward at the pelvis. The back lifting, the front tipping forward like it was spilling water out the front, and the heart stays open, back muscles are working to support your shoulders. So singing row, row, row your boat again, and if babies are involved, you can, as you come back, you can open their arms, so give them a little gentle stretch across their chest, and then you can tip forward and bring their hands together. So we'll sing, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Keep your tummy drawn in, pelvic floor lifted. Let's sing the one about the crocodile. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. Ah! And there's also one about a polar bear, and it goes, row, row, row your boat gently down the river. If you see a polar bear, don't forget to shiver. So then we're going to start to rock side to side. So we're lifting one sit bone, coming back to the middle, lifting the other sit bone, coming back to the middle. So it's a rocking motion. This is very good for your core. Think of shortening one side of the waist, then shortening the other. Keep yourself centered on your sit bones. Keep tummy drawn in, pelvic floor lifted. Rock, rock, rock your boat gently to the shore. If you see a lion, don't forget to roar. Roar! And then finally we do another rocking one. Rock, rock, rock your boat gently across the puddle. If you see your mommy, give her a big cuddle. So then from here, just have a little rest for a moment because that will have been a lot of hard work. Let your baby come down in between your legs if you want to. Give your legs a little shimmy and a shake. And then we're coming back into our Dandasana for a little forward fold. So give your legs a little shimmy and a shake. And then grounding the feet firmly, lift and lengthen up and round forward. Make sure your belly's on your thighs. Maybe even move the flesh of the buttocks back out the way so you can really feel your sit bones in contact with the earth. Ground it down. Slowly come back up. Come into a wide leg position. So just like before, really important that you are centered on your sit bones with a flat lower back, neutral pelvis, lifted and lengthened up. Knees and toes point straight up towards the ceiling. Legs are really active. Sucking your kneecaps up towards your hip sockets. So we're doing some circles from here, clockwise direction. This is so great for your hips and great for your core. It's up to you whether you want to do a little massage for babies again like we did before in a clockwise direction. Knees coming towards their tummies, or maybe you'd like to do the stirring of the pot, churning of the mill, because that's great for releasing any blockages of energy from your core, your shoulders, your hips. Inhale forwards, exhale backwards. Work with your breath. Good, and go the other way. If there's any discomfort, you can plant the feet. Makes it a little bit easier, but it's still a strong movement. And do rest if you need to. You can also bring the soles of the feet together into start pose like we do at the beginning of the classes. That's a little bit gentler as well for this one. Inhale forwards, exhale backwards. And last one. And just take a moment in your wide angle pose to breathe, to feel strong, to feel empowered. Centered on your sit bones, or maybe, if it's right for your body, a tiny hinge forward to the front edges of the sit bones, keeping your heart open, lengthening all up the front of the body, not letting your shoulders round. Keep thinking of drawing your shoulders back and down as if you could slide them into a V shape towards the base of your spine. Slowly come back up. So we're going to come and relax, and it's up to you which position that you relax in. Release your legs, give them a little shimmy and a shake out. And you might like to take one more little cosmic egg. Don't be sitting on any blocks for that. We're going to come to relax. So the position that you relax in is up to you. You might like to stay sitting, you might like to feed or rock your baby. You can get up and walk around while we do this little mindful relaxation. That's still so beneficial. It's just mindfulness, connecting in with your body, even if you're doing an activity. It still has those really great meditative benefits. You might like to lie down on your side so that you can just hug your baby, or maybe draw them into your chest and lie over on your back. On your back, if your lower back feels tender, let knees knock together, toes turn in, heels turn out. Or if your back's okay, you can lie flat on your back. Make sure shoulders are relaxing down your back. If you are able to bring your arms away from your baby, or if they're not on your body, then you can bring your palms to face upwards.
That's better than having the palms down because it brings that lovely external rotation into the shoulders, the openness across the chest. And if your palms are face down, and if you prefer to have your palms down, you can bring them onto your belly or onto your baby. And be aware of the sensation of your breath, observing the breath as it washes up your body on the inhalation, down on the exhalation. Allow your awareness to float down to your feet. Soften, relax, and melt to your feet. Feel that your toes are relaxed. The soles of the feet relaxed. The tops of the feet relaxed. Relax your heels, your ankles, shins and calves, knees, thighs, hips. Relax your pelvis, relax your buttocks. So soft and relaxed. Relax the base of your spine and feel that your spine is long, soft and melting. And from this wonderfully relaxed spine travels waves of softness out into the muscles of your lower back, mid-back and upper back, relaxing your shoulders and your arms, your elbows, forearms, wrists, hands and fingers. And then allowing your awareness to sweep up to the back of your neck, relaxing all the muscles of the back of your neck and shoulders, shoulder blades. And then relaxing your scalp and your face, eyes and nose, ears and cheeks, lips, teeth and tongue. Your whole body relaxing. Relax your jaw. Relax your chest. Relax your tummy. Find your soft passive core completely relaxed. Your whole body completely relaxed. Your whole body completely relaxed. And continue to observe your breath, the breath flowing in and the breath flowing out. Every exhalation releases you completely into a healing place of rest. Think of the breath like a wave washing up the body on the inhalation, filling your body with energy, vitality and strength. And that wave washes down the body on the exhalation and releases you completely, relaxing into a healing place of natural rest. Keep breathing and observing your breath, and you can even stay here for as long as you wish after the end of this video. Keep breathing. Every exhalation releases you into a healing place of rest. So you might wish to stay here, or you might wish to come up to sitting. So then allowing your breath to deepen and bringing your awareness back into your body and feeling grounded, connected with the earth. Be aware of the space around your body and gently move and stretch into that space, wiggling your fingers and toes. Slowly make your way up to sitting, roll onto your side, and use the strength of your arms to push up. Then coming into a seated position, we will sing 3 Oms to finish.
Om Shanti, Namaste.